Knights, go! Go, Knights, go! Go, Knights, go! Hi guys, welcome to Game 3's Nightly Review. First off, happy birthday to Alex Pietrangelo, who just turned 31. All game, I was rooting for him to get a birthday point, and unfortunately that didn't happen. Today we also celebrated 63 years since Willie O'Ree broke the color barrier in the NHL. Really cool that it coincided with Martin Luther King Day. The other thing that I wanted to talk about from before the game is that Glass was out and Haig was in. Okay, first of all, Cody Glass being out of the lineup means nothing about his skill level. It doesn't mean anything about what the Vegas organization thinks about him. He was literally the only player that could be sent down that was waivers exempt, meaning another team couldn't grab him. In a tightly compacted season with basically no breaks, yeah, sounds like a great idea to keep running 5 defensemen. The only reason that I can see for Glass not being sent down is if he was just a monster in the first 2 games and Vegas literally couldn't, and then they would have to either continue playing with 5 forwards or risk losing Kolsar. Anyway, Game 3 against Arizona, we have Leonard and net tonight. This is the first of a 4-game series this week. I say series, but this is the first time in NHL history that this has happened. Thank you, COVID. But Vegas and Arizona are the first 2 teams to ever play 4 consecutive regular season games. So expect these teams to hate each other by Game 4. First period. I don't even know what to tell you. Vegas just, they look downright sloppy. And I get it's Game 3. I get that they just changed the lineups a bit, but like seriously, they draw a penalty about 7.5 minutes into the first period. I would say that they didn't do anything with it, but that's not entirely true because giving up a shorthanded goal isn't entirely nothing. It's worse. You know, I've been saying Vegas's best chances has so far come on the penalty kill. Back to Petro, up to Stone. Knocked off. Now you got a 2-on-1. Odd man rush.
Aren't we up right now?
Yeah, we're on the power play. It wasn't Hunter's fault. It was an odd man rush. That was a perfect shot. Really, really good work by the Coyotes. It's okay, it's okay. We are still on the power play and we're getting another one, right? So it should be fine. 5-on-3 for a minute. That's good. We have to capitalize after that. Then we get the 5-on-3. Don't do anything with it. Don't do anything with the remaining minute on the other power play. And really don't do anything at all this period. Oh, okay, there was one shot that I thought had an opportunity on the power play. It was a blast from Petro that went straight into Karlsson's stick for a deflection that just barely went off the post.
Snaps it towards it, and hit the post. And
off the post. This game is a game of inches. You want to know how bad this first period was? Out of their 8 shots on goal, 6 of them were by defensemen. Towards the end of the first period, Carrier with a high sticking call gives Arizona the power play because they need more help apparently. But what do you know? Tyler Pitlick commits a hooking penalty on Chandler Stevenson. Incidentally, I think that this hooking call actually saved them a goal because the way that Stone passed to Stevenson, who their best chances keep coming on the penalty kill, and it's driving me nuts!
And the first period comes to an end. As we said, there'll be a little bit of 4-on-4 time, 13 seconds up to begin the second. And then the Golden Knights will have a power play of their own to work with. But
so it's a 4-on-4 through the end of the period, and then for 14 seconds going into the second, and then a power play for Vegas. Then, you know, after we do nothing with our own power play, we give Arizona one. Penalties galore! But you know what this means? It means that we're about to get our best chance of the period. Speaking of which, William Karlsson with a breakaway opportunity due to a missed pass from Arizona. So he skates up, he's doing some stick handling, and then Kemper stays with him, extends his pad out, which collides with Karlsson's stick, kind of messes up his shot. Karlsson rings it off the post. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Are you?
Oh, not again! That just barely didn't go in! This was a great play by both Karlsson and Kemper. Unfortunately, Kemper was better, and it's still 1-0. But hey, we get another power play, and then proceed to do nothing with it. So we get another penalty, this time from Marchessault, doing what exactly? I have no idea if he was being talked to by Garland or basically skates over to Connor Garland and starts just cross-checking him. Reminder, this is after the play was blown dead. So the guys start going at it, and Marchessault, you know, they're roughhousing and whatnot, And then the butt of Garland's stick goes straight into Marchessault's eye. Incidentally, why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Except instead of a beam, it's a stick. Anyway, this leads to another power play for the Coyotes, which means we're gonna have another opportunity. And unfortunately, that's not sarcasm. Right at the beginning of this penalty kill, Waugh makes a really nice move over to Clayton Keller, who's doing some dance move over the puck, ends up losing his footing. Waugh gets it up the ice, chips it off of a defender over to Nosek to make it a 2-on-0. Nosek shoots it into Kemper's pads on the right side. Puck trickles over to the left for a way... Why wasn't he there?
Why?
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Waugh, why did you go to the middle? Stay on that side, pound in that rebound. Waugh decided to go right, behind Nosek, because that makes sense. Okay, 3 options here. Option 1, Nosek gets the goal to go in. Option 2, Kemper saves it and the puck drops in front of him where he's already in position to save the rebound. Option 3, the puck trickles over to the other side where you have a wide open net and all you need to do is tap it in. Odds are more likely that you're gonna score if you take both options 1 and 3, and because Waugh can't control Nosek taking the shot, you know, Speaking of people momentarily not knowing what they're doing, Robin Lehner!
Walking in, score! Hayton was in front. May have got a piece of it, but Nick Schmaltz threw it toward...
Leonard, put your pad down.
Of Leonard.
Wrong pad. Robin Lehner puts down the wrong pad to have the puck trickle right underneath the other one.
Why didn't he put both his knees down?
I don't know!
I don't understand.
I have no idea what he was
If he
doing!
just goes like this, there's no angle. If he goes like this, there's that.
That's where it went to!
I know.
Okay, disclaimer. I've played goalie twice, so I definitely don't know what Robin Lehner knows. I do know that in order for him to be able to transition from the side that he was on over, he needed to have that leg up. I also know that Martinez was kind of screening him. You want him to be able to get that one. So now it's 2-0 Arizona. That means we need to generate more chances. So let's come in and at the penalty and go right back to the penalty kill. I'm not even joking, that's exactly what they did.
Not exactly what the Golden Knights are looking for.
No, it's not!
That chance is short-handed.
Another freaking penalty! After killing off Arizona's 4th power play, there's about 5 minutes left in the second period. At this point, I see a completely different Vegas team on the ice. They were playing aggressively, forwards were taking shots, they were actually in control of the puck for a bit. Overall, they were making smarter decisions and were in more control of the game. Up until this point, this was Arizona's game. They were outplaying us like I outplay my infant son. First of all, the original trio has some really good shots. Then we see the Stone, Stevenson, Patches line sustain that pressure. Theo with a pass to Stevenson, who passes it back to Patches, who takes a quick shot and misses the net wide. Darn it! Guess there's always the next opportunity. Wait, what? Pacioretty staying with the play, anticipating Kemper's movements, takes the puck from behind the net and just he banks it off Kemper. This halves the Coyotes' lead from 2-1, giving Pacioretty his 3rd of the season in 3 games, and I may have gotten a little too excited.
Stone feeding it back on top. Theodore inching to his right, feeds it down. Stevenson rolls it in the middle. Pacioretty to come out the outside of the net. That's good.
Yeah! Pacioretty! Go! Oh, Logan's asleep. It's amazing what happens when your forwards take a shot 5-on-5. Enter the third. So to start off the third, Carlson takes the puck behind the net with a beautiful no-look between the legs backhanded pass over to Riley Smith, who comes in and backhands it, and a huge mess in front of the net. I see Smith run into Kemper, and there's just this giant mess in front, and there's no whistle. So in comes Marchessault, who sees the puck sitting in between Kemper's legs and just bangs it in. And I'm like, oh yeah, and then I see the ref go, goal! Wait, what? That counts?
It was what? I'm like,
Wow.
it's not warm. I'm like, what?
They're gonna count that. They're gonna count that. Yeah, Marchessault. Holy cow. Whoa. Yeah, he got hit into the goalie. That counts. That counts. That counts.
What a pass.
Okay, so I originally didn't see the actual goal go in. It wasn't Marchessault's shot. It was Smith's shot. Roofs it in over Kemper's shoulder. As soon as it was in, it was out, and we have a tie game 2-2. Smith with his first of the season, and just, oh man, I love that line. Carlson, beautiful pass. Smith, beautiful shot. Marchessault beautifully staying with the play. Minutes later, right off of a face-off that Stone wins, the puck goes over to Whitecloud, who just flings it on net, and it goes in. I was initially super happy for Whitecloud. He's been phenomenal for us since the playoffs. He has yet to score a regular season goal. He scored 2 in the playoffs last year, but I thought this was his first in the regular season, and it turns out it wasn't. It was actually another bank shot to go into the goal, except this time it wasn't off of the goalie's back, it was off of Stevenson's back. Whitecloud. Yeah, goal! But it went off of Stevenson's back. Okay, the way that this play played out was so funny to watch. Stevenson is facing away from the goalie, but he's in front of the net, and he loses his stick, and so he just kind of throws his hands up in the air, gets drilled in the back with a puck that deflects perfectly past Kemper to put the Knights ahead of the... Stevenson doesn't have a stick and doesn't see the puck go in, and it's his goal. With about 1:13 left, Arizona already has their goalie pulled. Marchessault is called for slashing. Arizona's 5th power play of the night, and because they have their goalie pulled, it remains a 6-on-4 situation. Okay, one advantage to a 6-on-4 at the very, very end is that Vegas can just take pucks and shoot them and not have to worry about icing because they're on the penalty kill, and icing doesn't apply to them. But with enough luck, they can just get the puck, launch it down, and it can go right into the empty net with little that Arizona can do. Not worth the trade-off. And literally the entire time, Arizona just looks like they're on fire. They have so many good opportunities and a lot of good shots, and thank goodness for Robin Leonard, because he's the only reason we actually kept the lead. With about 16 seconds left, Connor Garland misses the shot or something. I don't know what happened. He missed the puck with a wide open net. Puck lands up in front of Smith, who just takes a shot 200 feet. It went right down the middle. Goal. Holy cow, Garland almost.
They got that in.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh man, Garland just barely missed that puck. Oh. That gives us the 4-2 win to cap off our 3rd game of the season. Thoughts on the game? First of all, Keegan Kolesar. I was really impressed with his game tonight. He drew 2 of the 5 penalties. Kolesar has drawn 2 of Arizona's penalties. That's something that Vegas was looking for more from the first 2 games, is to draw more penalties and to be able to have those power play opportunities, even though they decide to do nothing with them. He led the team with 5 hits in only the 8.5 minutes that he was on the ice, and honestly, like, really, really, really good game from Kolesar. Kolesar, thank you for staying back as Theo went up. I really appreciate that. I know that's a smart defensive play that doesn't allow on-man rush the other way. Good job. The rest of you need to learn from this 23-year-old that has very minimal NHL experience. Whitecloud and Hague's pairing, I thought, worked really, really well together. They were on the same line in the AHL for the Wolves when they were playing there, and they just elevated their game and were able to look like a solid defensive pair. Oh, Whitecloud! Good hit. Man, Whitecloud is becoming one of my favorite players for this team. William Karlsson had at least 3 no-look backhand behind him passes that went into the slot. One of them led to Smith's goal. One of them led to Stone ringing one off the crossbar.
Karlsson, stole a wrist shot off the crossbar.
Oh, man. Oh, Stone shot. If he continues to do this and do this as well as he has been doing, it's going to lead to a lot of goals this year. The penalty kill was fantastic. Pete DeBoer's system for the penalty kill has worked wonders with us, and we have been able to do really, really well. Why are they better offensively when they're down a man? That makes no sense, guys. The only goal that we gave up on that penalty kill was that wonky shot that Leonard and Martinez happened. The power play, on the other hand, was Oh, sorry, I think I smell one of my son's poop diapers. Our power play is dreadful. We are 0 for 8 so far this season. 5 of those coming tonight. You guys have done absolutely nothing on the power play at all in the first 3 games. And the only one that looked decent was that last one when Stone wrung one off the crossbar. Vegas has outscored their opponents 7-0 so far in third periods this season. Third period Vegas is fire. It takes 60 minutes to win a game, but with how dangerous they are and that they can be, to have that only come out in the last 20 is just, it's really, really hard to always be playing from behind. And if you continue to do that, there's gonna be times where you just can't catch up. We just need to figure out how third period Vegas can be just Vegas's team in general, especially if they want to keep up with the Stanley Cup favorites, Colorado Avalanche, which just so happen to be in our division this year. These are the Colorado Avalanche that scored 8 goals on Friday against the Blues and to beat the Coyotes 7-1 twice to close out that series of the playoffs in the bubble in August. Vegas really needs to step up their game if they want to show that they are going to compete with the Avalanche and with any of the other tough teams in the league this year. You can't win a hockey game in one period, especially not when it comes to the playoffs. Thank you guys for joining me for Game 3 of the Nightly Review, and look forward to Wednesday against the Coyotes again, and then Friday, and then Sunday. I'm excited for one of these games to happen when Logan's awake so I can use as loud as I want. Oh man, now I want Raising Cane's.